name's Mark Johnson, Paddle Evolution Head Professional. Welcome back, everyone. We're responding to a comment from one of our viewers, Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew, thanks for the comment. I think it was a great comment, and we thought we should make a video about this because of the different ways to do things. There's no real right or wrong here. So I was talking to Mark about net positioning, and we talked a lot about the deuce court. You were talking about the ad court. You said, where should I really be positioned on the ad court so that Andrew said, so that he can help his partner in the middle. So can we clarify that?
Absolutely,
bit, Mark?
Absolutely. And this is great. There's no right or wrong to the positioning, what we're doing. I think it's just, like you said, what works and what doesn't. You got to see when you're playing what your opponents are doing. But just hopefully this helps a lot. I'll go through a few situations at play here. For the club player, what will really help you just when we're on, when my partner's serving and I'm on the right side here at the net here, one of the things I like to do is, obviously I'm watching my opponent here, but obviously we want to do a good job shifting with the ball. A lot of players have talked about paneling. Basically, wherever the ball's going, Mark, so if the ball's going down here, I'm just shifting with the panel. I'm actually moving to the panel. Wherever the ball's landing, that's where I'm shifting here. But just remember, you got to know what your job is. So when I'm over here, my job, I'm 100% got to watch the alley no matter what. Yes, I'm going to be helping my partner here, but my partner's 100% got the middle. And I think a lot of players don't understand that. They think they got to protect the alley and the middle, which you do, but you got to watch that alley.
No, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you're saying you got to watch the alley if you're paneling and the ball lands towards the single sideline, not if the ball's out here.
Exactly, and
right?
that's what I'm going to help you with a little bit today. So if I'm over here, and we're going to do this in our little tip here today, ball goes down the center, now I can definitely shift and move with the ball. Let me make it clear here too, yes, we want to favor the backhand, but you see a lot of these top pros too, they're hitting forehands, and I can make that quick change. If I'm in this position here, I can just flip the wrist. Because you can do more up here. So again, it's just something you got to play around with. So Mark, we're gonna just we're gonna go through this real quick here. I'm actually gonna be on that side feeding balls. I'm gonna be as I'm the returner. But just I want you to be right over here. So again, you can just play around with this here. You can just be a little bit, maybe to the second, 1, 2, 3rd panel across here. All right. And again, if you can, you want to be thinking of kind of just moving to your left here a little bit.
All right.
When we talk a little bit about the paneling or shifting with the ball, these are the panels here. Right. So you're in your stationary position, you're ready, your partner's serving. Your partner serves kind of, so let's say it's coming to that panel, you're almost lining yourself up there. Right. So now this way too, you see you're kind of helping your partner a little bit. You've got the middle covered. So right there, you see how you can kind of help your partner out. If the ball landed here, so basically you're just moving with the panel. So this is kind of pretty much easy to think about. Good, if that ball lands kind of here a little bit here, you see you're kind of moving. So that's just a really good tip that I think that'll help you. You're kind of shifting a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about the forehand. I see this a lot in a lot of our league play, in our matches. So Mark, when you're, say if the ball's landing over here, or say even here, so you're moving with the ball, and now players I'm going to hit a really kind of hard to Mark's right hip here. So a lot of times when it's going to your right hip here, number one, just be more than 45-degree angle, Mark, with your paddle like this. Number one, you can you can take it with your backhand. You see a little bit of an angle, so you can still take the backhand on a hard ball here. When I go right there, it's just protecting you a little bit. Sometimes when they come up a little harder, I see this a lot. If it's a little bit high, go ahead and you can flip around for your forehand, because this gets really awkward up on the high one here. So if it's a high one now, you're just going to flip over and use your forehand. So a lot of time when it's high, I see that a lot, you can use your forehand. The time you'll kind of really get over when maybe it's a wide serve and the ball's really coming out wide. Now you can, now you're extreme. You see, you really got to protect that alley. You got to, and let me make this clear. Another thing too, that I like to do this a lot to help my partner out. Start doing a lot of poaching, a lot of pre-plan. I see that a lot too, which a lot of players are doing now. just start, make that commitment, go ahead and start poaching. Once you decide you're going to go with the ball, move. If make your opponent hit the ball down the line. If he or she hits the ball down the line, your partner can always run back and play it off the screen when it's down the line.
Yeah.
So hopefully, you know, this helps a little bit. Like I said, there's so many different ways. It's actually exciting how you can get creative. You know, you just have to see what your opponent can and can't do. And then lastly, again, what helps me a lot, I think a lot of times when it's pre-planned up at the net here, you're going to get better quality of volleys.
I think the thing I learned from Mark after, you know, playing with him and practicing with him is there is no right or wrong, and it depends on, you know, all the variables.
Yes.
You know, your opponents, your skill set,
Yeah.
your feet, your
Yeah.
reaction time. You know, all those things are really important. You know, Mark likes to stand when we play together. He likes to stand here.
Right.
Well, he likes to stand here because he's baiting the guy to go in the middle.
Exactly.
So you know, Mark, when we're playing, he's here. I go, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But what he's doing, as soon as that ball's hitting, you know, he's moving because he knows it's
Yeah,
going to go in the
that's a
middle.
really good question. And if you don't mind, I was going to just
Yeah.
run this real quick. One of the things I like to do, and this I do to help my partner. You know, there's a lot of pressure on him. He's getting in. He wants to make that first volley. By me standing here, again, this is a little bit more tactics now here. But if I come and I stand here, I'll actually literally stand here because, number one, the alley looks a little bit out of the question. But all this is open. So look where I am now, Mark. Here we go. So in my mind now, when I'm going to volley on that first one, I'm just thinking if that ball comes, I'm going to maybe take that backhand. But I've started over here. I've shown this. I actually want my opponent to hit the ball here to take pressure off my partner serving. So, Mark, go ahead and try this.
So with all due respect to Mark, the average player probably can't do this. You know, so the average player, you know, once everything starts moving, for him to get to the middle here is going to be
Yes.
tough. You got to be
Yeah.
moving, and you got to have good reflexes.
And just to try this out, Mark, go ahead. I'm going to
Okay.
just show you, and this is something you can actually try when you're practicing. Start with your right leg in the alley.
Okay.
All right. Now, right now, you see, I see all this opening.
Yep.
You've actually baited me. I'm going to hit a ball down here. This is the timing here. So what happens when my partner serves? Sorry, my opponent serves. When that ball hits the ground, Mark, that's when you start to move to the middle. So it's kind of timing here. So when the ball bounces, start moving to your left, and then that's when everything starts. So again, and a lot of times too, you'll actually steal some points off the return because now your opponent starts to see you make some move.
So Andrew, I hope we gave some clarification to your question. I think your question was outstanding. There are no simple answers because there's so many variables. Mark's going to get into future videos on tactics.
Thank you. Hope you're enjoying our videos. If you're enjoying the videos, please tell your friends about us. You can give us a like or a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to our channel by pushing the notification button.
So question of the day, I love this dialogue. You know, what do you like to do when you're at the net? Do you like to panel? Are you usually paneling, you know, like we talked about today? Do you use a lot of poaching? I love the analogy that you said the one thing you're never is still.
Yes.
So let us know your thoughts. Let
Yes.
us know your questions, and we'll see you out on the courts.
All right.